They left, and somehow it feels like the whole world just shifted an inch to the left and never moved back into place, right? You're still doing normal things, making coffee, checking your phone, lying on your bed, but nothing feels normal anymore. It's like your life kept going, but your heart stayed standing in that last conversation with them. Hey, I'm Emma, and this is Simply Well, a space where we don't pretend to be okay just to look strong. If you're going through a breakup right now or still carrying the ghost of one, stay with me. And if you want more honest, gentle talks like this, hit subscribe, because you shouldn't have to do this kind of pain alone. Today, we're talking about something heavy and real. How to move through a breakup without toxic positivity, without pretending you're over it, and without any just move on nonsense. Just you, your heart, and some truth you probably haven't heard enough. Breakups feel like grief, because they are. Let's just say it out loud. This hurts. Not in a cute, sad song way, in a real, physical way. Your chest feels tight, your stomach is weird, your sleep is off, your brain keeps replaying old memories like a highlight reel you never asked for. That's not weakness, that's grief. You didn't just lose a person, you lost routines, messages, shared jokes, good morning texts, text me when you reach, check-ins, future plans you'd already pictured. So if you've been thinking, why am I still this sad? Why am I not over it yet? Here's your answer. Because a breakup is a kind of death. The version of your life you imagined with them is gone. You're not dramatic, you're grieving. And grief doesn't follow a schedule. There is no, you should be fine in 2 weeks chart. So the first step forward is this. Stop judging your timeline. You're allowed to still care. You're allowed to still miss them. You're allowed to feel everything. What your brain is doing right now. Your brain is trying to make sense of it. That's why you keep going back to, what did I do wrong? Were they ever serious? Was any of it real? Here's the thing. Your brain hates loose ends. It wants a neat story with a clear reason, and when it doesn't have one, it blames the easiest target, you. So you replay every argument, you zoom in on every little thing you said, you rewrite the whole relationship in your mind, sometimes making it all your fault, sometimes making it all their fault. But moving forward doesn't come from finding the perfect explanation. It comes from accepting one simple, painful truth. The relationship ended. Not because you're unlovable, not because you're broken, but because something, maybe timing, maybe compatibility, maybe unhealed wounds, made it unsustainable. You are not a failed project. You're a human who loved. That's not a flaw. That's proof your heart works. The do not do this to yourself list. When we're heartbroken, we reach for things that feel like relief, but actually keep us stuck. Let's walk through a few. 1. Stalking their life online. Scrolling their profile, checking who liked their story, decoding every caption. This doesn't give you closure. It gives you fresh pain. Each look is like reopening the wound. 2. Rereading old chats every night. It's tempting because those messages feel like proof that it was once real, but they also keep you living in a relationship that no longer exists. Your mind stays there while your life is happening here. 3. Blaming yourself for everything. Could you have done some things differently? Sure, so could they. But turning yourself into the villain in your own story, that's not progress. That's self-harm with thoughts. 4. Trying to win the breakup. Posting to make them jealous, pretending you're fine, rushing into something new just to prove you've moved on. This is all performance. You don't need to win, you need to move forward. Those are not the same thing. If you're doing any of these, don't judge yourself. Just notice. Awareness is the first step to choosing differently. A practical 4-step plan to move forward. No breathing exercises, no just think positive, just real, simple actions you can actually do. Step 1. Create a breakup container. Give yourself a daily window, maybe 15 to 20 minutes, to feel everything on purpose. Cry if you need to, journal, talk to a voice note. Say exactly what you wish you could say to them without sending it. When that window ends, you gently tell yourself, okay, for now, I'm going back to my day. You're not suppressing your feelings, you're containing them so they don't spill everywhere. Step 2, rewrite the story about you. Take a page and write this at the top: what this breakup does not mean about me. Then list it. It does not mean I'm unlovable. It does not mean I'll never find someone. It does not mean I was the only problem. It does not mean I wasted my time. I learned things about love and myself. Your heart is listening to every sentence your mind repeats. Give it kinder ones. Step 3, rebuild one tiny piece of yourself. Ask, what part of me did I ignore in this relationship? Maybe you stopped painting, stopped meeting friends, stopped doing that one hobby that made you feel alive. Choose one thing and bring it back, just for 10 or 20 minutes a day, not to distract yourself, but to remember yourself. Breakups feel like losing someone else, but often we're also grieving the parts of ourselves we abandoned to keep the relationship alive. You can't get them back, but you can get you back. Step 4, future you check-in. Close your eyes for a moment and picture you 6 months from now. You're not obsessed with them anymore. Your chest doesn't ache every time their name comes up. You're not fully over it maybe, but you're lighter. Ask that future version of you, what did I stop doing that finally set me free? What did I start doing that helped me move forward? Write whatever comes up, even if it sounds random. That's your wisdom, coming from the part of you that survives this, because you do. What you deserve going forward. It's easy right now to think, I'll never find something like that again. But here's the thing, you don't actually want something like that again. You want better. You want truer. You want a love where you don't have to convince someone that you're worth choosing. Let this breakup be a filter, not a life sentence. You now know how you want to be treated, what you will not tolerate again, how much of yourself you refuse to shrink next time. That's not just loss, that's information, that's wisdom. So if no one has said this to you yet, let me. You were not foolish for loving, you were not stupid for trying, you were not too much for caring deeply. You are allowed to miss them and still know it's over. You are allowed to hurt and still move forward. You are allowed to rebuild slowly on your own timeline. One day you'll look back and realize the breakup didn't destroy you, it stripped away what wasn't real so you could finally meet who you really are. And that version of you, they are worth waiting for. One day you'll look back and realize the breakup didn't destroy you, it stripped away what wasn't real so you could finally meet who you really are. And that version of you, they are worth waiting for.